Hey bug farmers, welcome to Bug Farmer Beekeeping, where we dive into the world of apiculture, beekeeping, and bees every week. This is the place to share laughs, explore bees, and learn together, all without taking ourselves too seriously. To join our buzzing community, it's easy and it's free. Just hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and let's cultivate beekeeping knowledge and fun together. Now, let's get into the bees. Hi, and welcome back to the channel today. Well, today we don't have a lot of work to do. Like I said last week, the flow is on, and I really don't want to mess with any of the bees. Hey, chicken, their water dish is empty, but it's not really because I put another one inside. They just have to find the new water. Hey, it's inside. It's in there. It's in there. Anyways, I don't have a lot of work to do. The flow is on. I really don't want to get into the hives too much. I do have some things I have to do today. Now, I've already walked around and took the Joro spiders out of the yard. Now, I'm not kidding when I say that I've probably removed 1,000 of these Joro spiders, maybe more. I mean, they are everywhere. Now, I saw a video on YouTube where they were talking about them, and it was a fellow from Tennessee, and he was awfully excited that he found one. Man, I tell you what, come to my yard, you will find thousands. Heck, I've still got them up in the tree. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see this. I'll zoom in, and I've got them up between the trees in my yard. There's one there, and there's another one up there somewhere else. Anyways, lots and lots and lots of these doggone spiders. They are everywhere. Now today, the weather, it's beautiful. I mean, it's what, 78, but there's no humidity. It is a gorgeous day outside. And like I said, I don't have a lot to do in these hives, but what I do need to do is I need to free up some 8-frame hive stands. I've got 7 of them set aside, and for the new bee yard I need 10 because it's going to be an 8-frame bee yard, and eventually we might go to 20 8-frame hives over there, but we're going to start out with 10. But I've only got 7 8-frame hive stands available, 8 if you count that one right there. So the goal today is very simple. I want to take these 2 empty 10-framers. They're right there. Got a nice 10-frame hive buzzing along right there. Anyways, 2 of those empty 10-framers, I want to bring them over here and put 2 of these beehives onto those stands. Take the 8 frames from under them. The 8 frames are going to go with me over to the new bee yard, which we're not going to today. I spoke to the landowner, and they are not there today. So today's not the day that we're going to go set those stands up. But I will get them ready to go and do any maintenance that needs to be done on them. And I also, after I do that, I want to try to move maybe that hive right there by the tree up into this row. I'll probably move these 2 over and then that one straight back, and that'll get him up out of the middle there. But that's the goal, that's the plan. Let me get my smoker lit, my clothes on. I mean, I'm not naked in the yard, fellas and fellettes, but my bee clothes on, my bee jacket. And then we'll come down here and make quick work of it. And I'm going to take the rest of the day off this Sunday while the bees fill the boxes. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah. All right, I guess the first thing we need is these 2 stands. Now these are 10-frame stands. They're not the 8-framers, but they'll work for 8-framers, I think. I believe the length of them should be the same. All right, there's that and that. Let's remove this one. That's one we're going to take with us. Okie dokie, let's see here. Let us begin by getting this guy up on a pad. He's on a pad. All right, now before we get started, I want to ask a favor of you. Now, you may or may not have noticed, if you consume a lot of YouTube, that the algorithm has changed. And if you watch a video that you've never seen before, all of a sudden you're being fed 3 or 4 more videos from that same creator, which is a good thing, but they're dropping off someone who they used to show you. And if you've not subscribed to me, not ring the bell, And if you don't interact with my videos, well, they're probably not going to show you my video. And I tell you what, I could really, really appreciate and use your support. If you would do me a favor right now, just hit the like button, leave a comment below. If you even say hi, just stop in and say hello. I would really, really appreciate that, and that would really help this channel out a ton. It would be tremendous, and I would really, really appreciate it. Now, that said, I'm asking you to do all these things, like, comment, and subscribe before I even start, and this video is not going to be, it's not going to be the best video you've ever seen. I'm a beekeeper in Georgia, and I try to show you what it is that I do in this time of year. There's not a whole lot for me to do. I mean, I'm doing work behind the scenes. I'm doing a lot of work with the store. Feeding buckets, I tell you what, anybody who tried to buy feeding buckets last week and you couldn't because they were out of stock, they're back in stock. I've got to make some more today, but I've got plenty of inventory. If you need feeding buckets, jump out to the site, bugfarmerbees.com. You can get some feeding buckets. Fall's coming, it's time to feed, and I understand I ran out, but I've got more in stock. So you can come here and get feeding buckets again. But like I was saying, I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes this time of year. The bees are doing what the bees do. They're out gathering nectar, and I really don't want to disturb them. Don't want to get in the hives. I want to let the bees put weight on the hives. That's my goal. That's my plan, because as much weight as they can put on the hives, that's less weight that I have to put on their hives when this little minuscule flow that we have in Georgia is over. Now, that being said, we're gonna another aside. No, we're gonna get started doing what I came out here to do today. But I have noticed that this flow might be a little bit stronger than previous fall flows, because we had a lot of rain leading up to this month, and now there's not a lot of rain, but flowers are blooming everywhere. I mean, I've seen a ton of goldenrod, a ton of these yellow flowers that look like mustard almost. I'm not sure what it is. Just a ton of flowers out there. And these bees, I don't know whether you can tell, but they're going, they're busy, they're doing their thing. And I even set out a couple of empty honey buckets last week out on the bench while I was bottling, and they flew right past them, which tells me that we're in a flow. If they're going to fly past honey this time of year when they're trying to put weight on their hives, that tells me that they're onto something. And whatever it is, I'm happy they can bring it back, put it in their hives, and it's going to save me money on sugar later. Now, they say move a hive 3 feet or 3 miles. We're gonna move them 3 feet. Basically, actually, that one's gonna go right where it was. I'm gonna move him out of the way, put this stand where, should I do that? That's relatively level. I mean, it's not super level. Maybe I'll move this stand out of the way, move that stand in its place, that hive onto that stand, and then I'll abscond with that stand. Let's let the bees know that we're gonna be doing some work here. Hey, there's somebody here doing stuff. I'm doing things. I am doing things. Let's do this. That looks pretty level. All right, let's see what I can do here. Okay, ladies, up. Oh, this hive is heavy. Holy cow. They've got weight on them already. Holy moly. Okay. So that is not bad. So that was less than 3 feet, and the bees seem to still be finding their house. So I'm going to take this out of here. I think I'm just going to leave that one right where I set it. Okie dokie, hokey pokey. Let us turn ourselves around and see what it's all about. Okay, the green hive needs to go here. My pad is right there, but should I go closer to that hive? Should I take it off the pad? I mean, that's still level-ish. That's really level. I mean, I have these pads here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it just like that. This one's getting the full 3 foot move. Let's hope that it's not as heavy as that other one, and let's hope that these girls can find their way back into this hive. Okay, ladies. Hello, there's somebody here. Remember, your hive is green. Your hive is green. Oh, okay, that is a heavy green hive. Oh, goodness. Okay. We're on the ant traps, which is a good sign. I think that's fine. The problem is I've got bees right here. Your house is over here. Your house, I've moved it too far. I think I've moved it too far. Okay. We might have to have a change of plans. These girls are all wanting to go home. Look, 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 look. There. Look, it's right here. It's right here. Here's your hive. See, the minute I move that hive here, those girls are going to want to go into this hive. And I don't really know what the population of this hive is. And it's pretty busy. They got a lot of bees in there. But they need those foragers. Okay. We have a change of plans. This hive is going to go back to where it was. Just not on that stand. This hive is going to, let's do this. Let's set this hive right up front for a second. Oh goodness, there you go, bees. There's your hive. Okay, they're going in, they're happy now. They're happy again. This hive stand will go right here. Okay. We will move these girls back onto the stand or drop in the hive. All right, no biting. Oh, goodness. There you go. There you go. Okay, now they're in good shape. The question is, how strong is that hive? I mean, they've got bees in it. I don't want to say it's not strong. Huh. That hive's kind of off to the side a little bit too. Yeah. Yikes. How's this one doing? Okay, that hive is light. Okay, I don't want to move that hive on the end. It's very, very light, and there's a lot of bees in it. I actually may have to feed them. Let's see how heavy this hive is right here. Maybe these girls can fly back to that hive with their nectar, and everything will be a-okay. Oh, that hive's light too. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a couple of feeding buckets together for these two hives, guaranteed. They're very, very light. I should probably go around and do a weight check on all the hives. I don't see a lot of bees coming and going from this hive right here. I mean, there's one. There's two. I mean, they had a full bucket on them last time I was here. Let's see, okay, that bucket is empty. There's a lot of bees right there. Okay, well, this hive is not, it's not absconded, it's not been robbed out. But, man, they don't have any weight on their hive. That is not good for this time of year. All right. Decisions. Do I want to make sugar syrup? I could use at least 2 buckets. Let's check out another one of these hives over here. Okay, this hive here, oh, okay, I don't see any activity on this hive. And it's facing this direction. And I see ants. Okay, this might be a bad sign here. This hive is dead. Another dead out. Ants got him. Son of a gun. Okay, we have another dead out. This has been the worst summer for me ever. and it's ants generally. That stinks. That stinks a lot. Okay, these girls look okay. This hive's busy. Let us take this hive that is a dead out and move it. Well, that's the worst. All right, I'm going to bring a couple of buckets of sugar syrup out here and give to these bees. I think they need it. I think they need it. The flow is on, but I don't think they have the numbers to go out and gather the food. All right, let me go get some buckets of sugar syrup. All right, let's see here. These girls are going to get some happiness. Hello, ladies. Here you go. You're welcome. You are welcome. There you go. I should actually put a box over that, but I'm not going to. They can sit like that. I don't think we're going to get any rain. All right, these girls, very light hive. Let's give them some Brondo. Let's give them what they crave. Let's give them what they crave. It's Brondo. It's got electrolytes. All right, there we go. I think that means we're done today. Now, before I go, again, I know that this was a short video. I realize that. And one more thing about the Joro spiders. I'm going to leave a link down below to a video that I found on Joro spiders, and it shows where they are in the United States. And they're starting to head up north now. I think some people in New York actually have them. But they show a heat map, and I'll try to clip the heat map out of the video and show you on the screen somewhere. In Georgia, we're being ate up with them. I think the darkest dot on there is probably my backyard. I mean, these things are horrible. And I'm running around the yard again, trying to kill as many as I can, the males and the females with Raid. And Raid ant and roach spray works better than wasp and hornet spray, works better than anything else. So that's what I'm using. But the way I see it is the more males and females that I can eliminate this fall, the fewer Joro spiders I'm going to have in the spring. So I'm trying to get rid of as many as possible, because this year it's been the worst. It is literally like an Alfred Hitchcock movie when you go outside. It is bad. And I was driving down the road the other day, and I saw them up on the high tension lines. I mean, it's that bad. It's very, very sketchy. Now, you can see I'm blocking a hive. I've got bees all around trying to get in their hive, and I'm blocking their way. So I'm going to let you go. But like I asked you in the beginning of the video, do me a favor, give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Just just a little like, the wave to let me know that you were here, and even say hello. Just all you got to do is say hello, and I'd appreciate it. It is going to help me out with the algorithm. And usually I put a lot more effort into the videos than I do right now, but there's really not a whole lot to do for the next, I don't know, maybe a few weeks. It's just the bees are doing what they're doing, and I really don't want to interrupt them. I may have to come out here and feed a few more colonies, and that's fine. That's okay. I've got plenty of sugar syrup and plenty of feeding buckets. And as far as the feeding buckets go, like I said, there's a hot rodder. It's either a hot rodder or somebody without a muffler. My father used to drive an old van with no muffler, and that's what it sounded like. So I don't know whether that guy's trying to go fast or whether he's just got no muffler on his vehicle, but that's not the point. The point is, if you're trying to get some feeding buckets, because fall feeding is coming up, whether we like it or not, it's happening. I have plenty of feeding buckets. I've got them at a great price, and I will get them to you post-hastily. I've just got more in stock, so we're in good shape. We have both the 1 gallon and the 2 gallon. So with all of that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor. Third time, it's a charm. Like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. If you have something to say, by all means, please comment. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, that's the 4th time. This is a big charm here. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, be notified of my new content. I do try to drop a video every Friday. We try to keep it light and have fun. So with all that said, be happy, and I will see you next week, hopefully with something more to do than just move a few hives together around. I'll see you next week. Take care.